So this is for Turley Hardwoosman's navigating to a place you've never been, dropping something, and then going back 2 weeks later to pick it up. This is a map that I'm using. I've got it oriented to true north. I got an 18-degree magnetic declination preset on the compass. I'm going to use a pace count today to help me find my way back to the item I'm going to go to. And this morning I drove up this road, up to this creek, walked up this closed logging road to this intersection, and I'm going to start walking up this road, and somewhere in here, one of these branch roads, I'll pick an area and I'll head off into the woods to go hide my item. So I'll start out by walking up this road. So after walking up the road and pace counting, I've come to this intersection. I'm 500 meters up the road. So I'm going to start walking into the bush from this point, and I've taken a bearing from where I'm standing to those tall maple trees, and it's 220 degrees. And my starting point's a pile of rocks I piled up here. And there happens to be, it looks like a deer trail heading that way, so hopefully that makes the walking easy. So that's where I'm going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 48, 49, let's say 50 paces to this maple tree. Time for a new bearing. Next bearing I'm going to shoot is to that tall fir tree in the middle. And I get 190 degrees when I shoot to that tree from where I'm standing. So from the base of this maple, we're now going to do a pace count over to that fir tree, walking 190 degrees. Four, 5, 46 paces to this fir tree. So I'm at the base of this big fir tree that was at 190 degrees. Now I'm going to start side hilling at 140 degree bearing and see how far I can get. So in following 140 degree bearing, side hilling it along, I've run into this maple root wad. It's a little bit dug out in there. So that's where I'm going to put my hide. And it was only 100 meters from my last bearing point from that tall fir. So 65 paces to here at 140 degree bearing. This is where I'm going to put my stash. I'll be back here in sometime after 2 weeks. Today is December 30th, and it's Monday. So that's that for today. Now I just reverse my bearings and count my paces to get back out of here. So in coming out of there this first time, I came out at 320 degrees, and before I had 64 paces to that root wad of the maple, but coming back to this fir at 61 paces. So the ground's so rough it varies a little bit, so I'm going to make a note of that. Going to it I had 64 paces, coming out I had 61, so give or take a few paces. So my next bearing to get out of here will be 190 degrees minus 180, so 10 degrees. I gotta head 10 degrees up the hill. So 10 degrees heads back to one of those maples. It's a maple in the middle of the screen. It'd be 10 degrees out, and 46 paces up through this mess. So here we go, 46 paces. So from that fir back to this maple, walking 10 degrees and bobbing and weaving through all the stumps and everything you can't see in the brush. This ended up being 50 paces back to this. When I walked down to that fir it was 46. So my next heading 220 degrees back out to that road, back through there. 220 minus 180, so 40 degrees is where we'll head. It says it's 50 paces to the road. So we made it back out to the road, and it was 50 paces to the pile of rocks. So we'll come back in 2 weeks, or a little more. We'll see what happens in once again, it is December 30th. Today it's January 13th, Monday, and I'm going to finish up my navigation trip, going to go find that thing I stashed up in the woods. And I'm at this intersection of this road, same place I was last time, and I'm going to hike 525 meters up this road to a landmark I have before I start taking my compass bearings. We've walked up to the road, and this is a rock pile that I left as a marker between these notes, my map and compass. We will figure out where I need to go. So last time from this rock pile I walked 50 paces at 220 degrees towards a maple tree. Here is the maple tree. Got a den down at the base of it. From this point, I need to head 190 degrees, 46 paces. So towards a fir tree that's in the middle of the screen.
here we are at the base of the fir tree.
Now I need to head 140 degrees, 64 paces off of this fir tree, out through there.
This is the spot.
There it is. So now we just got to reverse bearings, head back out to get to the road. Same as last time.